Did you know NBA YoungBoy was just moved to a lower security prison in Alabama in preparation of his release from jail? Even a fellow inmate caught him walking into the shell block. As NBA YoungBoy had his prison sentence reevaluated after some crafty lawyer worked the court sentencing day, started with a crazy NBA YoungBoy fan hacking into the Zoom call and begin yelling "Free YoungBoy" to everyone in attendance.
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Golden's case has already been called. He's done with court today. For those of you interested, everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB.
Free YB.
Free YB.
As NBA YoungBoy even entered the courtroom smiling and laughing as he was able to hear the fan from the outside. When walking in, NBA YoungBoy also had to sign off on a legal form confirming that he understands English while writing his education. Consists of the 8th grade level, as the sentencing would then begin with the judge reading out the charge descriptions written out by the prosecutors. They wrote that on March 10, 2021, NBA YoungBoy was charged and arrested with 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, as well as 1 count of possession of a firearm that's not registered on the National Firearms Registration List, as NBA YoungBoy was caught outside recording a music video on a random street in a safe neighborhood with several of his friends playing loud music, dancing on the hood of a car, waving firearms in the air. An older lady who lived on the street would call the police saying she's worried. Describing to the police there is several men dancing around waving firearms at the camera when the police arrived. They quickly arrested NBA YoungBoy. They noticed him with how many times that he's been arrested.
So yesterday at court, the body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video, that was shown, and it was very interesting because the cop comes right up to him, you know, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him, and then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, "Yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me?" That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, "Big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You could search me. I got nothing on me." Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years. No, and it really shows you that these federal laws as applied to kids like NBA YoungBoy from the hood are extremely unfair and extremely punitive, and we need to take a good long look on what's going on there.
But also in the process of the arrest, the cameramen knew that NBA YoungBoy was not allowed to be holding a firearm. He would quickly try to remove the SD card to get rid of it. However, the police would quickly confiscate the camera without any legal permission in doing so. They were able to retrieve the footage of YoungBoy holding the illegal firearm, to which YoungBoy's lawyer made the argument in court that the police got the footage illegally. But sadly, it didn't hold up as it would. Be announced NBA YoungBoy has lost his appeal with the feds, and now the prosecutors can use the footage of him holding firearms to convict him.
Update on NBA YoungBoy. He lost the appeal with the federal appeals court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court. What happened? So the federal judge, the lower court, ruled in his favor. She said that the video of him holding what looks like to be a is suppressed. Can't be used at trial against him. The way you guys obtained it, you violated his constitutional rights. Now, the government went to the 5th Circuit United States Court of Appeals. The 5th Circuit said, you know what? We have a different decision, and we're going to say that the government can use that evidence. It is going to be allowed in the case. Now, YoungBoy's got a couple of options. 1, he can appeal to the Supreme Court. I fully expect they will appeal to the Supreme Court. 2, you got to go to the government and say, look, this guy was locked up for a long amount of time. I think he was locked up for almost a year. He's been on house arrest for almost a year. How much time do you want him to serve, and think about doing a plea bargain? Ultimately, you can also take this case to trial and try to beat the feds and go 2-0 against them. He's previously beaten a federal.
As it would ultimately be that footage on the SD card that made NBA YoungBoy go to prison in the first place. This would be the exact moment in court where everyone would begin to cry when the judge delivered an emotional speech to NBA Young. Boy, it goes and reads, the judge gave NBA YoungBoy a positive message about him being robbed of his talent and potential due to his addiction, and wished him the best of luck after he's out of prison in the future.
Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank you.
Anything
Thank you, Your
further?
Honor. That's all I have, if I
Okay.
could excuse.
You may.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
As a few weeks would then pass, which YoungBoy's lawyer then shared, I finally wrapped up YoungBoy's case. He got 23 months. But because of the way that we worked it with credit on another case in Louisiana, he should be out in 3 to 4 months then. A few days later, the official jail record would update YoungBoy's release date with it being July 27th, 2025. However, NBA YoungBoy won't be released for a very long time. A lawyer would break down NBA YoungBoy Louisiana case that his lawyer just mentioned. YoungBoy was wanted for skipping a court appearance for an out-of-state court case. Being out of state meant the FBI would be involved, which resulted in the FBI state taking out his Louisiana mansion until suddenly, NBA YoungBoy was seen opening the gate of his home and driving out. The FBI that was staking out his crib would then follow him onto the highway, which resulted in a high-speed chase once being flagged to pull over his vehicle. NBA YoungBoy did it and went to the side of the road, coming to a complete stop. He waited for the Fed to open up his door to approach YoungBoy, to which NBA YoungBoy then flicked his car back on and floored it right down the highway. While going down the highway, YoungBoy ran into traffic, making him drift off into the regular street. At an exit, NBA YoungBoy would then stop his car in a nearby parking lot, making the chase go on foot. On this day, YoungBoy was wearing designer shoes, skinny jeans, and many diamond chains. He was even caught running in the backyard of a fan's house, who would quickly pull out his cell phone, yelling at NBA YoungBoy to run faster. But sadly, NBA YoungBoy would be swarmed by police and quickly arrested and then taken into the back of a police car.
You know, talk to us, tell us what happened, or
as soon as we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs, okay? But
yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm properly if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
Okay. All right, give us a second, okay?
Okay, no voluntary statement.
Hey, he's not willing to give a statement.
So, you know, any statement, any voluntary statement?
No, sir. Mr. Martinez, I don't want to give a statement. I don't want to be in.
These were very serious charges against YoungBoy, from speed racing, resisting arrest, and many more. The judge didn't take it easy on him. However, having millions of dollars, it gets him the best lawyers in the game. He would receive a bond out of jail with the details.
For a young boy out of California is a $540,000 bond. He put up $500,000 in cash. In addition, he put up as collateral 2 properties worth in excess of $1.5 million, and he has to wear an ankle monitor. However, he's not going to be on house arrest. According to the bond set by the California judge, he simply has to wear the ankle monitor, but is otherwise free to travel. This is very big. Why? Given that the California judge found that these circumstances are sufficient for a young boy, why would a Louisiana judge find any differently? The Louisiana judge is looking at the same facts, he's looking at the same charges, and he's making a decision under the exact same federal law. Sure, it's a different court and a different circuit, and the way the laws are applied vary somewhat from state to state, from circuit. It shouldn't vary a lot. If this California judge said, hey, this much money and these restrictions are good, it would be very, very weird for a Louisiana judge to say, oh no amount of money and no restrictions. That would be very uncommon. I fully expect that the Louisiana judge on Tuesday will release YoungBoy on.
But here's what many people don't even know: this case was put on hold for NBA YoungBoy's potential on being named in the Lil Piabi case, or even the King Von passing away case. Lawyers online noted they didn't want NBA YoungBoy ever being free, again placing a speed racing case on hold while they investigated the passing of King Von. As police files read, that YoungBoy dropped his hit song titled Bring the Hook in 2020, dissing O-Block and King Von DJ Academics, then even tweeted NBA YoungBoy's on demon time right now, and he's about to drop another tape. O-Block rapper Larry responded, that ain't no demon time. He's just rapping like the rest of these rappers. All rap confirming there was a strong beef between NBA YoungBoy and people. From O-Block, even NL Choa responded saying, I stamped. That meaning it was a worldwide beef. NBA YoungBoy even confirmed it by dropping his hit song, No. Like I know, rapping the lyrics, I bet your mama be destroyed when we send you to God, for making those statements, choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I guess you could say I was your favorite, as when NBA YoungBoy was arrested just a year ago at that time, NL Choa released a song titled Free YoungBoy. Then after YoungBoy sneak dissed him back, he then changed his title to just YoungBoy as NL Choa, then even went on an academics podcast to share this.